Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real English Talks. We are ready for a new conversation today.
Hello, Gracie. I am so happy to be here, but I must admit something immediately.
Oh no, what is it? Your voice sounds a little different, Alex.
It is freezing outside. I mean, really, really cold where I'm located.
I know. That is why our topic today is fantastic. We're talking all about cold weather.
Perfect, because my body is reacting to the low temperature right now. It's impossible to ignore.
Tell me, Alex, what is the temperature like exactly where you are sitting?
The temperature is 2 degrees Celsius. I can even see the heavy wind outside my window.
2 degrees? That is terrible. I hate the cold weather so much when it drops that low.
I don't love it, but I prepared today. I'm wearing a very warm sweater and thick socks.
A sweater is not enough for me. I need a coat. I need a massive, heavy winter coat to survive.
That is the main difference between us. I only wear a light jacket usually, even in winter.
Really? How do you manage to stay warm then? You must be freezing all the time.
I use the heating system in my apartment a lot, and I always drink something piping hot.
Ah, the hot drink is the key. I drink hot coffee every morning without fail.
Me too. I drink hot tea in the afternoon instead of coffee. It warms my hands and my stomach.
See, that's a great concrete tip for our listeners. Use a hot drink to fight the temperature.
Yes, I also always wear thick socks. I always wear thick socks when the weather is cold.
Thick socks are truly essential. My feet are always the first thing on my body to get cold.
My hands get cold first, so I wear gloves every time I walk outside the door.
I forget my gloves every single time I leave the house. It is the worst feeling when your fingers hurt.
Oh, I know that painful feeling. You must remember your gloves, Gracie. It's important.
I try, but when it's cold, I just want to stay inside. I don't want to leave my cozy bed.
I'm the complete opposite. I love the feeling of the crisp, cold air, but only for a short walk.
Really? You enjoy being outside when the temperature is below 5 degrees? No way.
I enjoy it if I'm dressed correctly. I wear a warm hat and a scarf around my neck. They protect me.
A hat and a scarf, I usually forget those items too. I clearly need much better winter preparation.
Preparation is absolutely everything when you talk about winter. You need layers of clothing.
What exactly do you mean by layers? Tell our listeners exactly what items you put on.
First, I wear a thermal shirt. This is a special shirt for cold weather. Then I wear a simple t-shirt.
Wow, that is already 2 shirts just for the torso. And then what do you put on?
Then I wear my warm, thick sweater, and finally my waterproof winter jacket. That's 4 layers total.
4 layers. That sounds like a lot of dedicated work just to walk to the grocery store.
It's worth the effort, because when I come inside, I just take off the jacket and the heavy sweater.
That is a smart strategy. I usually just wear one big heavy coat, and then I overheat inside.
We're different, and that is totally okay, but we both agree on the importance of hot drinks.
Absolutely. We need to talk more about how we fight the cold when we are at home later.
Definitely. I have some interesting tips about blankets and how to use electric heaters efficiently.
Perfect. But first, let's talk about that exact moment you realize winter has officially arrived.
When does winter officially arrive for you, Gracie? What is the clearest sign you look for?
The sign is when I cannot feel my nose anymore. My nose turns bright red immediately in the cold.
Ah, that is a very strong sign. For me, the sign is seeing thick frost on the car windows in the morning.
Frost is undeniably beautiful, but it is a huge problem if you need to drive somewhere quickly.
It takes so much time just to clean the ice away. I need a special scraper tool for that ice.
I don't have a scraper tool. I use hot water, which I know is bad for the car glass.
Wait, you pour hot water directly on a frozen windshield? That is incredibly dangerous.
I know, but I'm always running late for work and I need a super fast solution every time.
Maybe you need to start waking up 5 minutes earlier just to handle the ice scraping.
That's a great suggestion, Alex. I will genuinely try to follow that simple advice starting tomorrow morning.
We hope our listeners are getting some great ideas for simple English phrases here about the weather.
Yes, if you like these short, easy phrases we're using, please remember to quickly hit the like button.
We want to see if you're enjoying this quick conversation about freezing temperatures and warm clothes.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode about practical life situations.
We're just getting started talking about all the struggles and the surprising benefits of the cold season.
Next, let's talk about the single most expensive and draining thing about cold winter weather.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. We have to talk about heating costs. They're absolutely terrible.
Terrible is the perfect word. My heating bill in December was double what it was in October.
Double? That is painful. My apartment is older, so the heating system is not very efficient.
When you say it's not efficient, what do you mean specifically? Does the heat escape quickly?
Yes, I feel like I'm heating the entire outside world. The windows are old and the air just pours through.
Oh my God, you must be using the heating constantly just to maintain a comfortable temperature inside.
I am. I try to keep it at 21 degrees Celsius, but the heater runs almost non-stop for hours.
I have to ask, do you wear a huge sweater and thick socks inside your apartment even when the heat is on?
Of course I do. I wear multiple layers inside. I try to dress warmly before I turn the thermostat up.
That is the smart, responsible strategy. I'm the complete opposite, actually.
Really? You immediately turn the heat up high and then you walk around in a t-shirt?
Precisely. I prefer to feel summer warmth indoors, even if it costs me more money. It's a bad habit.
That is a very expensive habit, Gracie. You need to follow the concrete rule. Wear the sweater first.
I know. But the moment I come in from the cold, I want instant relief.
I get the desire for instant relief, but maybe you can just grab a really hot drink first?
Hot drinks are my secondary defense. I drink maybe 4 or 5 cups of black tea every day in winter.
Black tea is good. I switch between coffee in the morning and hot chocolate in the evening.
Hot chocolate is a perfect winter treat. Do you make it with milk or just hot water?
I always make it with warm milk. It makes it creamier and much more comforting after a long day.
That sounds amazing right now. See, this is one of the very few good things about the cold weather.
The comfort food and the hot drinks are definitely a benefit. We are celebrating the concrete things here.
We are, and we should talk about the clothes we wear because that is the first line of defense.
Definitely. I have a specific rule. I must have a hat, gloves, and a super thick scarf.
That is the essential trio. If I forget my gloves, my hands hurt within 5 minutes of being outside.
Mine too. My fingers become totally stiff and I can't even hold my keys to open the door.
Oh, the stiffness is the worst. I need my hands to be flexible to check my phone or carry my coffee.
Exactly. So I always keep a pair of emergency gloves inside the pocket of my main winter coat.
That is a brilliant idea for a backup plan. I should start doing that immediately.
It prevents the, oh no, I forgot my gloves panic moment right when you leave the house.
That panic moment is very real. And what about your coat? Is it long or short?
I prefer a long, down-filled coat. It goes down almost to my knees, which keeps my legs warm.
A long coat is crucial. I had a short jacket last year, and my back always felt cold when the wind blew.
Yes, the wind is the enemy. It finds every little gap, especially around the middle of your body.
The wind is relentless. You need something that completely blocks the air from reaching your skin.
So this year, I invested in a really good quality windproof coat. It was expensive, but it was worth it.
Sometimes you have to spend more money on essential items like a good winter coat. It's an investment.
It really is. It's a protection against being miserable for 3 or 4 months every year.
protection against misery. I like that phrase. It's a very simple and clear way to put it.
We are trying to give our listeners simple, clear words they can steal and use tomorrow in conversation.
We hope you are stealing these simple sentences. Use "it was worth it" or "it's an investment."
Speaking of conversations, we have to ask our listeners a question about this topic.
That is a great idea. We want to know how our listeners handle the cold weather.
Tell us in the comments, what is the one concrete thing you do to stay warm when you're at home?
Is it a hot drink? Is it a special blanket? Maybe you wear a hat inside the house? Let us know.
We love reading all your answers and seeing how different people deal with the same problem.
It helps us understand the different cultures and habits around the world, which is so interesting.
Absolutely. Now let's quickly switch gears and talk about the surprising outdoor activities people do when it's cold.
I am not an outdoor person in the winter at all, but I know many people love snow sports.
I love the idea of snow sports, but I'm terrible at skiing. I fall down constantly.
Falling down in the snow sounds cold and wet, which is the worst combination.
It is cold and wet, but the feeling of being outside in the fresh air is something people really enjoy.
I prefer to watch those winter activities from the window, maybe with my hot tea and big sweater.
That is the true comfort zone. But we are going to explore the outdoor world next.
Ready to jump into the cold world of winter fun and concrete action?
I am ready. Let's talk about ice skating and other freezing adventures right after this.
Okay, Alex, tell me about your freezing adventures. Did you actually try ice skating this year?
I did. I went last Saturday and it was a complete disaster, but it was fun.
Oh no, a disaster in the cold air sounds painful. What happened first?
I put on the skates and my feet immediately felt like blocks of ice. They were so stiff.
I hate that feeling. Did you manage to stand up without assistance?
For about 3 seconds, then I slid and hit the barrier. My gloves were instantly soaking wet.
See, that is why I stay inside. You have wet gloves and maybe a bruised knee. It's not worth it.
Exactly. But the moment you move fast, it feels amazing, like you're flying for a second.
I think I will stick to flying on an airplane where it's warm and dry. That's my kind of adventure.
You need the right gear, Gracie. You cannot just wear jeans and a light jacket for this kind of sport.
What is the most important thing to wear if you're going to be outside for a long time in the snow?
Layers. You must wear layers. Start with a thermal shirt that keeps the heat close to your body.
A thermal shirt is a great phrase. I should remember that for my next hypothetical cold trip.
And the outer layer must be completely waterproof. If snow or ice gets inside your clothes, you are finished.
Finished, cold, and miserable. Waterproof materials are really important for true winter conditions.
I bought a new brightly colored parka this year. It's super puffy and very, very warm.
Puffy parkas are necessary. They look silly, but they truly trap all the heat inside. They're lifesavers.
They really are. And I realized I needed specific socks, too. Thick wool socks are mandatory.
Wool socks. That's a concrete item I can definitely get behind. I wear them even inside the house.
See? You're already halfway to being an outdoor winter explorer, Gracie. You just need the coat.
Maybe, but talking about the gear is much easier than actually putting it on and going outside.
That's fair. But knowing the vocabulary for warm clothes is incredibly useful English for daily life.
Absolutely. We need these simple sentences like "I wear layers" or "I need thick socks."
We want you to copy and paste these phrases into your daily English conversations. That's the point.
If you try ice skating, tell us. If you prefer to stay home, tell us that too. We love the feedback.
We are completely different on this, and that's what makes this conversation interesting.
We're going to take a very short pause now, and when we return, we're talking about the biggest cold weather problem.
The one problem everyone faces every single morning in the winter. The one thing we all complain about constantly.
Get ready to hear our top winter complaints and learn the essential English phrases you need to express them clearly.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a second for the final part of our conversation about the cold.
We're back, and Alex, we have to immediately talk about the biggest cold weather problem, the morning struggle.
The moment you realize your bed is a warm, safe prison and the floor is Antarctica. It's the worst feeling.
Exactly. I think the hardest part of winter is that first step onto the cold wood floor. It feels like stepping on ice.
It's an act of pure bravery, Gracie. I immediately put on my thickest socks. I need my thick socks immediately.
I don't even have time for that. I need to run straight to the heater switch. My priority is turning on the heat instantly.
See, I try to delay turning on the central heating because of the cost. The heating bill is always too high in January.
I understand the bill, but I cannot function if the room temperature is below 20 degrees Celsius. I absolutely cannot function.
That's a luxury. I set the timer so the heat comes on 10 minutes after I wake up, forcing me to move quickly.
That sounds like torture. I want the room warm before I open my eyes. That is my true winter dream.
We have to use the word freezing. You are not just cold in the morning, you are absolutely freezing.
Yes, and I start shivering immediately. Shivering is such an important word for this feeling of being uncontrollably cold.
If you're listening, practice saying, "I am shivering" right now. It's a core sentence for winter complaints.
I actually wear a heavy robe over my pajamas now. It's all about adding layers inside the house, not just outside.
The indoor layer strategy is essential. I put on slippers before I leave the bed, or my feet are useless.
Useless feet. I love that phrase. Cold feet make you feel cold all over your body.
Yes, because your circulation slows down. We have to keep our extremities warm, especially the hands and feet.
I hate having cold hands when I make my morning coffee. It makes the entire process unpleasant.
See, the key is preparation. The night before, I put my robe and slippers right next to the bed. I prepare for battle.
That's actually a great tip. Preparation for the cold is the only way to win the winter.
We need to remember to use "I am freezing," "the floor is cold," and "I need the heater" in these concrete situations.
Perfect simple phrases that are easy to copy and paste. Now, we've been talking about keeping the outside warm, but what about keeping the inside warm?
You mean the crucial step of the hot drink.
Exactly. That's the secret weapon against the internal cold. The hot drink is mandatory.
I cannot start my day without a steaming hot cup of tea or coffee. It warms my hands and my throat.
I'm completely with you on the hot coffee. It provides warmth and also motivation to face the day.
But sometimes coffee is too much energy. I often switch to hot chocolate in the evenings when it gets really cold.
Hot chocolate is pure comfort. Do you add anything special to it, like marshmallows?
Marshmallows are mandatory. They melt on top and make it even warmer and sweeter. It's a perfect winter treat.
I prefer something a little different. Ginger tea with honey. It heats you up from the inside out very quickly.
Oh, the ginger tea. That's a great tip for when you feel a little sick, too. It's very warming and healthy.
It certainly helps with the congestion that comes with the cold weather. It clears your head instantly.
So we have established the 3 key warm-up methods: the layers, the heater, and the hot drink.
And every single one of those actions gives us simple, reusable English sentences for daily use.
We want you to think about what your favorite hot drink is. Is it coffee, tea, or maybe something else?
Tell us in the comments what your secret weapon is against the morning cold. What drink do you need?
We love hearing about your routines because they help us understand the kind of English you need.
This is really important. We are building a conversation together, not just talking at you. We read every comment.
We are almost at the end of our conversation about cold weather, but we have one last important thing to discuss.
Yes, we need to talk about the unexpected things that make winter feel cozy and less like a struggle.
We are turning the negative into a positive. Stay with us for the final part where we share our favorite winter positives.
Don't go anywhere. We will be right back in a second.
We are back, and now for the best part, turning the cold negative into positives.
Absolutely. For me, the best part of winter is the permission to be completely lazy and cozy.
I know exactly what you mean. It's the time for the giant fleece blanket that only appears in December.
Yes, and you get your favorite mug, you pour your hot tea, and you just watch a good movie. That is the perfect winter evening.
I think the quietness is also important. Everything slows down. I enjoy the feeling of being warm inside while the wind is loud outside.
That contrast is so comforting. You feel safe and protected from the elements.
And we're talking about concrete actions again. Getting a blanket, watching a movie, feeling the safety. These are simple English phrases.
You can say, I put on my thick socks, or I light a candle. These are great sentences to practice every day.
I really enjoy the smell of winter too. Pine and cinnamon, it instantly makes the house feel festive and happy.
That's a good point. The smells are always so intense during the holidays. It's very sensory and relaxing.
So we have found several reasons to actually love the cold weather, even though it can be painful sometimes.
It's true. It's about changing your perspective on the situation and embracing the slow speed of winter.
This has been a fantastic conversation about staying warm, Gracie. Thank you for sharing your tips about heating and layering.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you to everyone who stayed with us through all the layers and all the hot drinks discussion.
If this conversation helped you learn even one new phrase about cold weather, like, I need my heater, we would be so happy.
If you liked our talk today, please hit that like button right now. It helps other English learners find us easily.
And if you know someone who hates the cold weather and needs some English inspiration, share this episode with them immediately.
Sharing is the best way to support us and help us grow this amazing community of people learning English together.
Don't forget the most important thing. You need to subscribe to Real English Talks right now. We release new episodes every single week.
Hit the subscribe button so you never miss another discussion about daily life, weather, or travel in simple English.
Before we go and grab another hot chocolate, we have one final question for our wonderful listeners.
This is the important one, the one that tells us about your life. We talked a lot about winter comforts.
We want to know, what is the one specific item you absolutely must have with you when the temperature drops below freezing?
Is it a special scarf? Is it a super thick pair of boots? What is your personal cold weather requirement that you can't live without?
Tell us in the comments below. We promise we read every single answer you give us and learn from you.
Your comments help us prepare for the next lesson and make sure we are teaching the vocabulary and English you need for your life.
We really appreciate you spending this time with us today, practicing your listening and speaking skills with us.
Remember, English is all about consistent practice and talking about things that are real and concrete in your life.
Keep practicing those simple sentences. I need a coat. I drink tea. The weather is cold.
We hope you stay warm wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a pleasure, and we will talk to you again very soon in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Stay cozy and keep learning.
Bye for now.